this as my opening statement, okay? Listen to, you know how to punch? Good. Okay, just this one. Have you ever heard of this called, this thing called the 18 hands of Wing Chun? With this thing, they call it a jump shot. Anyone heard about this 18 hands of Wing Chun? They call it a jump shot. Bang. And the jump shot. But I don't agree because I don't consider this a jump shot. Because you know, this one to me it looks like more like a just shot to me. You know, because if it is a jump shot, it will not be right here. It will be further in. It comes from this motion or this motion. It won't be here, barely touch. So this is more like a just shot up to here. So I would accept that as just shot rather than jump shot. And thanks. Today's topic is I would like to share what I understand from very basic Wing Chun, Handong, and it's from what I discovered, and I would like to share and see if you agree. I'm not forcing everybody to agree, okay, but this is some of my findings I would like to share. I would say that have everybody realized that number 3, number 3, you know, you do a cancel really fast, and who can figure that out? What can you relate that back to? This is a fast cancel, and actually it can be functioned as what? Who can answer? Number 3, number 3. It can be interpreted and expressed and used as a jump shot. Do you agree? It is, instead of this, let's see if you can see it. Maybe I'll do several angles. Right here. The top, okay. This is actually a jump. You can do it as a jump. You can do it as a jump. Okay? As long as you have one fist. Okay? The jump shot, there are many different ways of doing jump shot. Jump. Have to be far enough rather than barely touching the opponent's first layer of hands. This is the first layer of hands. This is the second layer of hands. This is third layers of hands. If you barely touch the first layer of hands, the chance of missing the control is most likely you miss the hand of the opponent. So you have to go further in when you do a jump shot to intercept the opponent's forearm. So you go this way, that way, like a cancel. And also the way to do a cancel, my understanding is to consider that a cultivation tool. You use that not just to block, not just to, it is, you say you do it for your own benefit without fighting, without applying it. You just do a cancel, you do a cancel, but the cancel should have the cultivating function. You get benefit from doing it. So you work with your breathing, you know, then you just feel every little bit of you do, what you do. Just go that way, slowly, you feel it. So my concept about using Wing Chun is every movement of Wing Chun, I consider Qigong because it should benefit you, whatever move you do. Not just use it to fight, not just use it to defend yourself. You need to gain benefit from doing it yourself. So every little move should benefit you. So you should feel, you connect the whole body, you should feel. When you do that enough, you should just do it slowly. Do it slowly, you should feel you're getting very relaxed, harmonized. And you feel you're all charging. You can do that. If you don't believe it, you can put a little toilet tissue right there. At least one. Feel that little spot and move your hand. Move. Then you'll be all energized. You can try it, let's say, to play around with that. And not just this one. The bong sau, I discovered, should be also a cultivation tool. That means you benefit from doing the bong sau. My concept of doing the bong sau, you actually need to do, instead of most people doing a less than incomplete bong sau, actually I'm talking about a full bong sau. Most people, we need to do bong sau for chi sau or application, we never raise it high enough. So when we don't raise it high enough, we do not use the leverage. We want to use the leverage. My concept of doing the bong sau is to not to fight the gravity, because a lot of people like throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. You're fighting the gravity every time you lift it up. So the concept is I'm going with the gravity. I am dropping it instead of lifting it, fighting the gravity, lifting. I'm dropping it. So what I have is, what I have in mind is to raise my elbow. I only drop these forearms. And what you do is you actually need to drop no more than 4 inches, only like a quarter inch or half inch to 4 inches, up to here, 4 inches. So raise this just 4 inches. This is a good bong sau. This is a full bong sau. So it's not completely in front, it's slightly out, and slightly at least at the same level of your shoulder or slightly higher. So when you do a full bong sau, and raise 4 inches, 4 inches here, 4 inches. Look at my hand, 4 inches. Okay, this is center line right here, not the finger, but here. Now, what I would say, this bong sau, I call it a full bong sau. So when you do a bong sau, you should feel, relax, breathe, enough air to support every little bit of your movement, drop it, and you should feel when you raise this, and you should feel the whole body feel good all the way to your kidneys, all the way to your toes, your ankles and toes. Then you benefit internally from doing just a bong sau. Okay, now 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. In the Wing Chun principle, the old proverbs, when you do bong sau, you have to pouring, P-O-U-R, pour into the center and drop fingers. So that's what, pour into the fingers and drop fingers. You drop fingers, relax, never do like this, never like this. Just pour, 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. You just do a few times, you start feeling, so drop, turn. It's supposed to feel good. And make your lower back, you make your kidneys feel good. Breathe enough air, this one. Foot, same thing. So, time bong foot. And another thing I need to talk about further than that is the Bai Zhong. That's related to my opening statement. Bai Zhong is, you maximize, most people do Bai Zhong like that, you know. A lot of people do Bai Zhong like that, Pak Sao, you know. That's really not good. Why? If you only think about blocking here, you miss easily. The chance of you miss, once you miss, then the other one will go in. So you want to do further than the first layer of pen, which is here. This is second layer, this is the first. You want to do at least second layer of pen. You block, not here. You want to be here at least. Part so, part here. Blocking. Okay? And not exactly like that. Because when you block like that, when the incoming force coming at you, you do like that, the guy can push you. This force can force into your structure and push you away. So how to deal with that is to turn slightly 45 degrees instead of this. Instead of this and this in between 45. So 45 to accept. When you do 45, the incoming force will not push you away when you intercept. Okay, that's my finding. You can prove it yourself later on. Okay, and hopefully, you find it helpful. And a lot of Bai Zhong, you want to maximize the Bai Zhong. You want how to classify the Bai Zhong. You want to do the Sulam Tao, 1 fixed distance. You want to do this one. This is the first layer of hand should be not exactly like that, but slightly pointing at an angle, like 45. Then now The next one should be the salam tau coming back to one fist. So one is here, one fist, so both. This is you can maximize your bong, your bai zhong like that. So just never like this, never like that. Slightly like that. And one fist. And you don't want to be too close. You don't want to be too far away. Some people I saw Yip Man fighting on YouTube, they put the hand like that. Yip Man. They fight, Wing Chun, sit down out straight. Why it is no good to be straight? Who can explain? Who can come up with an answer? Why it is no good to be straight? Because it's used. When you are straight, your hands already used. You have to come back to move again to make it work. So you don't want it all straight like that. So then this one fist distance that give you blocking functions and striking function. This one, first layer of hand to block, to influence. This one is a safeguard, which is a secondary protection, blocking. So you block, you have two of them. This is a secondary protection. This is the primary. So the bai zhong and the zhang shou we talked about earlier is different because the zhang shou is going further into the second layer of hands instead of just the first layer of hands. So I didn't agree with that the YouTube or pictures about the 18 hands of Wing Chun because they only touch the first layer of hand, barely on the wrist. So it's really not very good because you miss the bump the guy will punch you. You go full in. Easy to miss. So you want to go in further so you don't miss that easily. It's more secure. You land on here. And also I talk about the correct way to do a zhe shou is to try to, when you do a zhe shou, it's more like a single hand chi shou. You do a fuk shou and you do a zhe shou. Or like salam tau, you do this, you turn, this is like a zhe shou. But if you in single hand chi shou, you do a fuk shou and you do a zhe shou. Fuk, zhe. The zhe shou should be, when you do a zhe shou, it's like a breaking, B-R-A-K-E, B-R-A-K, breaking, stopping. You squeeze the guy, so it's breaking the guy's incoming motion. So you break. So you have to point finger up to stop, to maximize it, rather than doing halfway. When you do halfway, it will not stop the incoming hand. They can still drive in. So you have to do completely. When you do this, then you hook up to your structure, the guy cannot go further in and he cannot push very strong. But if it's like that, it won't stop. It will still come in. So the fuk shou should be like that, more upward rather than here. That's the difference, okay? So I don't know if you may not agree, but this is my finding. And I hope that hopefully you find that interesting and try to dig into that and see if you agree. And you have any questions, please ask. Yes?
Could you see the full bong shou?
A full bong shou is actually, this is the way, the easy way to do a full bong shou. What you do is to forget about everything. Chin down, whatever you do, we never do like that. Okay? Chin down, we really raise this as high as possible. Think about this, go up on. Okay? And don't have to be too far back, and don't have to be forward, okay? Just raise it. What you do is to think about, go down 4 inches. The forearm, the whole forearm, go down 4 inches from here to here. Now look, now look at that 4 inches. See now? Relax. The old saying is, bong shou should be as if pouring into the center, pouring the forearm into the center, and drop fingers. 榜首倒中及垂子。So pour into the center and drop fingers. Okay, 4 inches. That's good bong shou. That's good bong shou. Rather than if you it's so difficult to do bong shou, they do like that. And they keep like that's why they don't even know how to set the the standard. The standard they try to make it simple. Raise 4. Raise 4 inches. Just think about this one and drop this for 4 inches. And if you have a problem with this going up, and my trick is to bring this up tilt and drop both. Then you balance it easily. That's the idea? That's because I have to overcome my, I have shoulder injury, I have problem with my shoulders. I have to overcome, how to, to make myself able to do the bong sau. That's how I figured that out. Oh, I have problem with this. Okay? When you drop one thing, then you get a good bong sau. It's related. Actually, my understanding about the bong sau is the reverse way to look at the bong sau. When you do a bong sau, it's a reverse way to do a